Hi, in this video we'll see how to extract or filter data by multiple columns. So let's start by importing libraries, pandas, then we read a data, then so let's say you want to extract the data from MPG on viewer volume data. So for that we need to have two columns. In previous video we have seen that we can extract a single column data by doing this or this way, both the same, but as a best practice we go with this approach because it's easy to do when you have a space in columns like this, which is easy to do. Not easy, this is the only way to do compared to dot notation. Like if you can see it here, it won't exhibit because there's a space in it, and but if you put quotations around it you can see it. But this is for one column, but we want for two columns. Let's say I want, sorry about that, and let's say I want for volume as well. So if I try to run this, it will fail because uh, error is at the line data horsepower, and the error says something wrong with these things. Let's see what it is. So if you can see here, like I said, this data dot square brackets is not an array. It's like reserved for pandas data frame, not reserved. It's a way of writing and filtering columns for data frame. So if you want for two columns, I can mention this, but it won't work like you just see. You just saw it, right? So what we want to do is we want to pass these things as an array. Sorry, these things as an array. So items or columns needed, because we want the data from these two columns. I can put it this way, and it will be an array. It's not a individual options. We want it as a pair or a set. I can pass it like this. Shift enter. Now you can see there are 81 rows because we are filtering the columns, not the rows. So and two columns only because we are specifically mentioned to do it here. And this is not replaceable, not overridden. What I mean by that is that we have extracted this, but it is just a read it. It is just reading from it. If you see my data dot shape, which will give the dimensions, these are 81 and 5 columns, meaning here I have two columns, but these two are not overridden by our data. It is just showing, it's like displaying, getting. So it did not affect our original data. So it's a like copy of it. So you can even store it in a variable if you want, like few data or something, some name. If you give few data, it will still be the same, and the data is stored in few data now. And let's refactor this a bit. So we have two lines, which is more readable, but I want to do it in a single line. So what I can do is, let me zoom in a bit here because it's a bit tricky what is going on. So first square bracket is reserved for filtering, and we want this array, which again has a square bracket in it. So I'll just put it like this. You can see it more clearly. So this keyword, these two are columns which are surrounded by a square brackets, meaning it's an array. But this entire thing is put inside a under square bracket, which is nothing but our filtering. So if I run, I can comment out this because we are doing it in a single line. And if I do shift enter, the data output is same, filtering is same because we are just refactored. You can do it in a single line or you can do it in a two lines. I prefer this way if it is happening in many places because it has more readability and you won't get confused with so many square brackets if you have multiple things going on. So I feel this will be a bit easier, but I'll go with the first approach for readability purpose, and code maintenance is very important, right? So that's it. And data shape, and we can store this, like I said, we can store in a new data, and that will become a new data frame with a copy of this data. And Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video.